Dear sons and daughters of planet Earth, we are a race of beings that went inward into a vast array of caverns during your last pole shift. We are a combination of Atlanteans and Lemurians. There were already several races living on your interior, some extremely advanced, more energetic than physical. To these beings we owe our survival and the ability to continue to evolve. We are human. You could not recognize any differences between our people and humans on the surface. We are more refined, genetically, have advanced technologies for energy, transportation and healing. We are a very ancient civilization, builders of the megaliths and stone temples. It has always been our desire to return to the surface and unify with the rest of Earth humanity, using our wisdom and technology to aid in many of the challenges facing surface humanity. We have transcended war, disease, poverty, and lack for nothing, although our needs are simple. We are part of an alliance from the stars, with the ability to travel hyper light speed and interdimensional. We are not profit driven and prefer quality over quantity, natural over synthetic. This leaves far less a footprint on our environment, which is balanced and thriving. Before considering unifying with the tyrants on the surface must find unity. In our world there are many forms of life, some very evolved, others less or evolved. Our civilization consists of very tall beings, beings of average height, and very short beings. Just as on the surface, only more of a variety, more races, cultures, and colors are represented. In the interior, we have found that by communicating, listening intently without judgment, releasing the past, old grudges, seeking common bonds and goals was the path to unity. Being of service to the whole community in all its diversity was first and foremost. Those blessed with abundance, higher knowledge, the ability to heal and provide effortlessly helped those less fortunate. Our civilization is dedicated to universal law, creating the opportunity for each individual to reach their highest potential. Because of this we experienced a quantum leap in evolution, living an abundant, loving, joyous life, in harmony with each other and the environment. Terrans on the surface, if they choose, can do the same. There is one prerequisite before this process can start. Terrans need to unify for the common good. This means transcending all religious, cultural, and racial boundaries. Although there are many races, religions, cultures, each individual has a soul. That soul came from God, Creator, Great Spirit, the unified field of consciousness and energy. Whatever name or description you want to give it, we are all family on the soul level, all connected. The source we came from in its most unlimited understanding is pure unconditional love, joy and bliss. Love, the ultimate, everlasting power in the multiverse, serves when each individual makes their own personal connection with that source. The wars, disease, and poverty end. It is really that simple. It is getting past the complexity of the intellect, competition, fear, survival, the socially engineered. Ignorance of the false narrative of division. That needs to be conquered. Almost all wars are wars within self, generated by wounds, traumas, wrong conclusions from past experience and limiting mental concepts. There never was a holy war. There was only one king or leader wanting what another had, using fear, religion, and division to fire up the armies. This has played out in Terran's history. The greatest of all tyrants were the most wounded and abandoned as a child, seeking love, respect, self-worth and power over others. No one ever taught them all of which that is everlasting comes from within, and the external is transitory, always changing, the unquenchable thirst that never satisfies. Love, joy, happiness, approval are not to be sought externally but within the soul, which is your connection to Source. There you are loved, accepted, and approved beyond imagination. No words can capsulize the Creator's love. Knowing the difference between being clever and wise are also qualities of self-mastery. The intellect and altered ego are already talking you out of this, generating reasons to fail. A very ancient word, in Lakesh, has two translations. One is greeting my other me, the other is the God in me salutes the God in you. In some cultures, they don't even have a word for I or me. This is the foundation of our civilization. This and similar understandings once were the foundation of surface Terra. They were hijacked by less or negative forces over time. Now it is time to return. Due to natural cosmic cycles, the evolution and ascension of Terra not returning to universal law, what some call unity consciousness, is no longer optional. Ours and other advanced civilizations from the stars, many of which are your ancient ancestors, are here only to empower and assist. In this transition, Terra has a long history of invasion and manipulation by other forces with other agendas. There has been an intergalactic war in the heavens as well as beneath your earth. This was to remove these seen and unseen negative influences. These wars were dimensional and temporal. The benevolent beings on the interior, forces on the exterior, galactic and interdimensional beings have been successful in removing the vast majority of these influences. This is a step in the direction of ending tyranny, draconian law, and moving into universal law. The hierarchical networks of these seen and unseen negative influences on Terra still exist. They are woven into every aspect of government, religion, agency, and institution. They are known by their unbridled greed and lust for power. They do not serve the greater good. They do not empower, they overpower. These leaders and their kingdoms are not frequency specific to Terra's evolution into higher states of awareness or consciousness. Action, reaction, or what some call karma, will be amplified and accelerated. All that which cannot adapt, transform, or align with universal law will diminish or collapse entirely. It is a process no man or woman, no technology can stop. We must take the path of the mother, which is phasing out of one dimension into another, moving into a higher consciousness and energy, a new way of life. Those who chose this path have our full support. This does not mean we will do everything for you. Everyone has to do their part, take their stand. Do what is right in service to humanity and tyranny lives only by agreement and ignorance. Time to wake up, rise up, unify and join the rest of the universe in peace. A world beyond belief awaits you. Peace be with you. Thank you for watching.